Welcome to the second episode of Blacks in Technology Videocast. The site has been up for about 3 weeks now, since February 1st. We have roughly about 30 members already. We would like to thank all the members that signed up already, and also thank you guys for spreading the word. We've been seeing a lot of hits on the site and a lot of revisits to the site, so the word is definitely getting out there. Greg and I have been working hard on trying to come up with content for the site, the direction of the site, and lately we just came up with a couple how-to videocasts, our MMAP series, and we're going to have more how-to videos in the MMAP section and along with other how-to stuff. I'm about to turn it over to Greg, and he's going to talk a little bit more about the features of the site.
Alright. When we first came up with BitNet, our main focus was to get everybody to kind of socialize and network and things like that. So one of the first pieces that we added to Blacks in Technology was BitNet, which is a social networking component of Blacks in Technology. It basically allows you to, any member who joins, it allows you to create a profile. Allows you to add friends. It's pretty similar to Facebook. So you can add friends, add videos, add photos. You can integrate it with your Twitter account or your Facebook account, and it'll actually list the posts. There's various other applications that you can actually integrate with BitNet. So that actually helps with the theme of the site and the social aspect of Blacks in Technology, getting to know each other, getting to see who's actually out there and exactly what they're doing in their career and things like that. Another part of the site that is along those lines is the Bit Forum. It's basically a place where it's sort of like a repository for information where people can come and post questions, post articles and things like that, have people comment. We've actually had a few members being pretty active on Bitforum already, and we appreciate that. So Bitforum is pretty significant in that like I said, the users can come and they can post thoughts and things like that, and everybody can comment on them. Another section of Blacks in Technology is BitShare. And that's basically a section where users can actually submit articles to us via email. Contact us at Blacks in Technology if you want your actual article submitted. And then we can actually post the article there in BitShare. And it's basically just a place where you can go and share articles amongst each other, share experiences. If you have any good knowledge about career advancement opportunities and things like that, you can actually share on BitShare. The next one is Bitcast. Bitcast is basically our videocast section where we are actively adding content, video content, how-tos, things of that nature, and basically trying to keep people up to date with what's going on with Blacks in Technology, as well as adding educational content to the site.
And like you said, with Vidcast, like we're doing right now, is our video cast, and eventually, hopefully, we can get some of our users that's in the network on the phone and do maybe a personal interview, send them some questions ahead of time so they know what we're going to ask them on the video cast. Then they can be involved with it as well. Then, as you click on Bitcast, another option or link is going to come up is called How To Cast. And that's going to be our screen captures of live videos of us actually doing stuff in technology.
Yeah, and one of the things that we're going to be doing is going out with the camera whenever we attend conferences or events or anything like that. And hopefully we can get some in-person interviews done as well as some phone interviews.
Yeah. And definitely, I would encourage the community, if you know any young people that's interested in technology, to join the site. They don't already have to be in technology or working in technology, but this is a place that they can get their start in technology, because what we're hoping that we can be mentors to our younger generation and help them find a career path that can actually challenge their minds and learn a lot and have fun doing it. So we have a lot of plans for the future on how we're going to help educate some of the people in the community.
One thing I want to mention that I didn't mention about BitNet is you can actually create groups in BitNet. So if you have a particular certification that you want to study for, and you might want to start a study group, you can actually create a group, a subgroup within BitNet that you can get people of who actually want to study that content as well. You can all get together and kind of put ideas back and forth and things like that.
Yeah, I've already created one group, a security group, so if anyone's interested in security and want to discuss security, please join it. Also on our forum, we are taking suggestions. If you have any other topic sections that or categories you want us to add to that, tell us. We can add it. We can set you up as a moderator for that section or category on the forum. We welcome any help that you guys want to give us to get this site going. We created this site for us, for everybody in the community. We want everyone to enjoy themselves and really get something out of it.
Definitely. So the main purpose of this, or one of the purposes of this episode, is to talk about labs. We are going to be taking a tour on within our labs later on. Let's talk a little bit about labs and why labs are beneficial and what a person can do to start their own lab.
Yeah. Well, I've had a lab probably almost 6-7 years now, acquiring a bunch of equipment, and what it has helped me to do is advance in my career, because I've been able to study for certifications using equipment in my own home. And like Greg said, what we're going to do is take a tour of both of our labs. We're going to go to his house and do a tour in his lab. Then we're going to come to my house and do a tour in my lab. And we're going to ask each other a couple questions while we're in the lab. So we don't want to give it away too much. But
what do you think is a good way for people to actually acquire equipment in order to start their own lab?
I would say you can start off on Craigslist, eBay, getting something real cheap, or I'll acquire some equipment by doing work for people and they was getting new equipment. See, I work with Linux a lot, as you will see when you come to my lab, so I don't need that much horsepower to run a lot of the stuff that I do.
Definitely.
And again, a lab is not, you don't need the best stuff, because you're not trying to run an enterprise from your lab. You're just trying to grasp the concept of the technology that you're trying to learn about.
Definitely. I've actually acquired equipment on Craigslist, $40 or $50 for a white box. I've actually acquired servers for about $40 or $50. Sometimes there's companies that are getting rid of old equipment, and they post that equipment on Craigslist. I've actually gotten about 5 or 6 servers off of Craigslist just from companies getting rid of it. So it's definitely a good way. eBay is definitely a good way to get equipment. If you can find any businesses that may be going out of business, and you can talk to the owner, that's definitely a good way. Sometimes they'll give it away to you.
Yeah, the economy right now is so bad that there are several small companies that unfortunately had to go out of business. Yes. But at least they can make some of their money back by selling the equipment, and that's how I've acquired some equipment actually.
Exactly. One other thing that a person can do, if they have the money to do it, is they can actually obtain a pretty good computer, 4 gigs of RAM, a good hard drive space, and make since VMware ESXi is free, and throw VMware on there, or even Xen on that computer, and run some virtual machines and start a lab.
Yep. Well, hey guys, we'd like to thank you guys for listening in, and I hope you guys like our lab videos. Have a good day, good week, good month, and we'll see you on the network.